And we're going to get the very latest on Dorian with your team weather coverage. Dorian, a very strong Category 2 hurricane, could possibly be a Category 3 by the time it gets closer and closer to Charleston. Right now it has 110 mile an hour winds. Again, once it hits 111, it's officially a Category 3. It is moving to the north at 8 miles an hour, and you see that trajectory where it takes it. The good news is starting tomorrow, it's going to take a turn more towards the northeast. So it is expected to just avoid Charleston, but it's going to be way too close for comfort. Right now, very heavy downpours across the entire South Carolina coast. Georgia actually doing really well, especially eastern portions of Georgia from Brunswick, St. Simons, all the way to Jacksonville. We are getting some rain, and we're starting to see some of those heavier rain bands along I-95. But really, most of the action has been north of St. Simons. And then as you head into Charleston, very heavy downpours all the way to the North Carolina border. This storm will continue to move north as it does. More and more rain expected over that area. Right now, radar estimates already showing about 2 inches of rain over Charleston. Obviously, the heaviest showers closer to that center of circulation, but we're going to see more and more rain as that storm gets closer and closer. So here we are as we go through tonight. Notice areas south of Savannah, not going to see too much as we head through tonight. Storm surge is a different story. We're getting those winds as well. But as far as rainfall goes, most of the action will be north of Savannah along the South Carolina border. Charleston could see up to 10 inches of rain. Then as the storm heads up to Wilmington and the Outer Banks, very heavy downpours by Thursday night into Friday morning. Again, Savannah could see 2 to 3 inches of rain, but as you head south of Savannah near St. Simons and then towards Jacksonville, much lower rainfall totals. The bullseye on Charleston, where we could see more than 10 inches of rain. And this isn't the only system in the tropics. A lot more out there. We're going to head over to meteorologist Ella Dorsey. Ella, so much in the tropics.
It's incredible, Jennifer, but we are reaching the peak of hurricane season, which is on September 11th. So we are right in the midst of when we are supposed to see the most action. And we have 4 different systems other than Dorian that we're watching in the Gulf of Mexico in the tropics right now. So here is Tropical Storm Fernand. It is moving inland into Mexico. It will weaken over land, will not impact us in the United States. The orange circle you see, that's a disturbance that's been given a 60% chance of becoming a named storm over the next 2 days. It will remain in the Atlantic. We have Tropical Storm Gabrielle, which may become a hurricane by the end of the weekend or early next week, but it is forecast to stay in the Atlantic as well. The system that we're going to have to watch is that little band coming off of the coast of Africa. It is given a 50% chance of development over the next 5 days. It's something that we will have to watch next week as it moves west across the Atlantic. That's the one that we are thinking may impact land, whether that be the Caribbean or the United States. That will be really the only one that we have to watch for impact here in the United States. But once again, we still have 3 more months of hurricane season. So this is by far not over yet. And we are expecting a lot of activity through the month of September. Jennifer?
Yeah, now as you were saying, that storm may impact land next week. Everyone's going la la, out of sight, out of mind. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. No, but it very well could. And again, that's very normal for the peak of hurricane season as we head into the middle of September. It's still really hot out there, 90 degrees in Atlanta, and it's hard to imagine or even believe that we have this big hurricane off the coast of Georgia because we've got really nice weather. Even tomorrow, sunny and dry. It will be a little breezy and partly cloudy as a front moves through, but even as a front approaches, we will be in the mid-90s, and this weekend, much of the same. Mostly sunny on Saturday with a high of 95, even hotter on Sunday, 96. I'm calling that super hot, and we're going to keep it super hot even through next week. Very little rain, so water those plants, especially the potted ones. They need some love too.